time, I will yield for a question while retaining the floor.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my commentary on Cory Booker's marathon speech. I am happy that you can join me today. I found out yesterday night that New Jersey Senator Cory Booker was on the floor in Congress holding a marathon speech. Then this morning, I watched about 35 minutes of Booker's speech where he spoke about the housing market and the environmental problems that arise due to Trump's policies. At the time I wrote this commentary, Senator Booker has been on the floor for close to 20 hours and counting. And he is covering a wide range of topics and talking about the damage Trump's policies and Doge has done on the American economy. One of the topics that Booker covered was job cuts at the VA. I don't recall the press talking about it, but he mentioned that thousands of jobs at the Veterans Administration have been cut, and the majority of those jobs were held by veterans. At one point in his speech, Booker said, in the past, change did not come from Washington, it came to Washington. It came from ordinary citizens and protesters. He mentioned that the Underground Railroad was never financed by the government. He's right. The Underground Railroad was funded by the white and black abolitionists. He spoke about Alice Paul, a suffragette from New Jersey who went to Washington to protest. And she did not give up until then President Woodrow Wilson had to join her in the protest. And what made me cry was when Booker read Frederick Douglass's letter to Harriet Tubman. I cried because in February during Black History Month, I dedicated a day to that letter Douglass wrote to Tubman and posted the video on my TikTok account. Some of you are wondering why I am doing this commentary and what does this have to do with entertainment and the movie reviews I post on this channel. Well, Senator Shipp, before he asked Booker a question on the floor, he mentioned this is not like the Depression and the Repression when people were not working. People are working, but they cannot make ends meet. What goes on in the government affects the economy. What affects the economy affects the entertainment industry. And that's why I had to watch a part of Booker's speech. When people yell and ask, where are the Democrats? What are they doing about Trump and Doge? My answer is simple. The people voted for Trump, and this is what we get. If you voted for Trump and you are surprised by what is going on, I say to you, you were not paying attention to his campaign. Booker is asking citizens to get into good trouble, quoting the late, great John Lewis, may he continue to rest in peace. And I get it. But I just want to bring to your attention, when I read Douglass's letter to Harriet Tubman back in February, I got 424 views on TikTok. At the time I watched Booker's speech, and it's still going, over 53,000 people were watching with me. The point is, we have a representative democracy. Some people are worried about Cory Booker's health because he's been on the floor for so long. Some people are accusing him of performing politics, performance politics. But the reason I am watching Cory Booker on TikTok and YouTube is because this is what we need right now. We need our politicians to do their job. A big shout out to New Jersey for re-electing Cory Booker. New York City loves you. It's not just Trump in Washington. We have over 500 members of the House. We have 100 senators. Cory Booker is just one out of 100 senators. I don't think people realize this, but nowadays when the economy is strong and robust, we get good movies. It was different during old Hollywood. 1939 was the greatest year in movie history. I did a video about that last year. That was during the Great Depression. Some of the greatest movies ever made were made back in the 60s during the Civil Rights Movement and the social unrest. But nowadays, during this information age, because filmmaking is more expensive now than before, when the economy is good, we get good movies. 1999 was the second greatest year in movie history. The economy was very strong because of Bill Clinton's administration. 1999 being a great year in movie history is no coincidence. Politics has an impact on everything, including entertainment, including movies. We need our economy to improve again so that independent filmmakers who don't have a lot of money have a shot of making a contribution to the culture. So, take care everyone, and I will see you next time with another video.
I want to not quite wrap this up yet. I don't want to wrap this up yet. My mom's senator, my mom's been watching. I know Catherine Cortez Masto has a podium in front of her. She can give me a rest. I'd like to go a little further if we can, just a little further.